In this video we will show you how to construct the major 7th chord and then use it in chord progressions. You just heard the C major 7th chord. Major 7th chords are written in notation with MAJ7. There are several types of 7th chords that you may have heard of. This can cause confusion, but just know that the major 7th is only one of these chords. How do we construct the major 7th chords? Chords are created by using notes from a scale. The major chords are created with 3 notes from the major scale, 1st, 3rd, and 5th. To create a major 7th chord, we take these 3 major chord notes and add a 7th note from the major scale. This note is half a step or a semitone below the root note. Let's clarify this with an example. The C major scale has the following notes: C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. To create a C major chord, we take the 1st, 3rd, and 5th, which gives us C, E, and G. The 7th note in the scale is B. This is half a step below the root of C. So in order to create our C major 7th chord, we take the C major chord notes and add the 7th from the scale as a 4th note. This means that C major 7th has the notes C, E, G, and B. Let's have a listen to C major and C major 7th played after one another to appreciate the difference. You can hear the dreamlike, romantic quality of the major 7th chord. It helps express gentle, intimate emotions. This lends itself to ballads, soul, jazz, and more reflective songs. When played at a medium to slow tempo, the quality and nuance of the major 7th chord can be fully heard. Some people may refer to the major 7th sound as cheesy or cliché if overused. How can we use the major 7th chord? In traditional harmony, the major 7th chord occurs on chords 1 and 4 in the major key. A classic way to use the major 7th chord is to chain the 1 and 4 together and repeat them as required. This is often employed in ballads. Please note that the examples will be in the key of C major. If you want to transform your songwriting, then use the ultimate musical sketchpad, HookPad. We use HookPad to show you chord progressions and melodies in our videos because it is easy to use and intuitive. Click the link in the description below and see what HookPad can do for your music. Another simple way to use major 7th chords is to go from the standard major version to the major 7th. This can create interest, and in this example gives the 1 to 4 change a feeling of 4 different chords. Another one of the 7th chords is the dominant 7th. If you would like more information about these chords, it will be available at the end of this video. If we follow the major 7th with a dominant 7th, then we create a sense of movement within the same chord. This is like an extension of the previous example. The root note stays the same, but a single note changes in the chord, descending in semitones or half steps. Starting on chord 1, the most common chord to follow would be 4, but we could also use 2 or 6 as they have the correct note for the semitone descent. We can also return to the major 7th after the dominant 7th. Each of the 3 major chords in a major key have a special relationship with one of the 3 minor chords in the key. These are called relative minors. For the 1 chord, its relative minor is 6, and the 4 chord has the relative minor of 2. The major 7th chord can be a useful transition from the major chord to its relative minor. For example, if a major 7th is used for chord 5, the sense of key is weakened. Flat 3, flat 6, and flat 7 can be turned into major 7th chords and not violate the scale of the key you are in. However, they can create harmonic ambiguity. This can be both good and bad, depending on what sound you are trying to achieve. As always, experiment and trust your ear. It is your best guide. Here is an example using flat 7. The seventh chords can be confusing. The video on screen now gives you a clear explanation of the dominant seventh chord. This can help you to better appreciate the difference with the major seventh. Click on this now to further your chord knowledge.